Hey guys, today we are reviewing a local company called Four Peaks Roofing. On this video, I'm going to analyze their SEO, their traffic, their website, and I even call up the owner and find out how they're answering their phone calls. And I'm going to show you how I would improve each of these things as I'm going through it. I think right now, based on my estimates, by the way, disclaimer, I don't have any affiliation with them, but based on my estimates with traffic and their rankings, they're probably making around $800K to $1 million a year in revenue. And I'm going to go through what I would do, some quick levers I would pull to double that revenue to $2 million and above in this next coming year. First and foremost, going to their website, you can see that they're in the top 3 in a big city, and they're getting a lot of people coming to their site, and the homeowners are not going to convert with a site like this. We know this because we tested and we used to make sites that used to look like, not designed for conversion. And some of the quick things they can do immediately is, one, make the phone number bigger and in the right? This is pretty self-explanatory. In America, we read left to right. So as a consumer, when you go, if you're looking to make an action already, your eyes are gonna go to the right side. So you wanna have the phone number there, and it has to be basically a little bit bigger, so it can be clicked in any stand out a little bit, possibly a different color, a different icon, maybe even a bubble around it that's a different color that makes it stand out. That's first. Second thing is, you have to understand, most people, they are coming and they're looking for a reason whether to call or not. So if your phone number is available at the very top and it's easy to click and call, then you're gonna get the people who are already made the decision to call. They just need your phone number. Next is the people who are kind of thinking whether they should call or not, and that's where the rest of the website should be based around. So with that psychology in mind, what you should have is all the reasons to give you a call very prevalent above the fold. Next step, when we go to the search page, when we search Roofing Phoenix, you can see that these guys are in the 3rd position. Now, what a lot of people don't know is exactly the buying criteria once you're in the top 3. Yes, if you're not in the top 3, then pretty much nothing you do in the maps matters. You could have 1,000 reviews, but if you're nowhere to be found, you're not gonna get a lot of calls. However, if you're in the top 3, the way that homeowners pick to call is not like 30%, or 33% split, right? Of all the people that are gonna call here, it goes to the person who has the most reviews. Sounds pretty basic, but many people think it goes to the number 1 person. That's not true. Even if Stone Creek was in the 3rd position, from the analytics we have checked, in certain markets we had multiple businesses in the same city, right? Because it's the same company that multiple businesses with the same market all competing with each other, and we'd get like calls from the same customers to multiple companies. And we would see who got the call first. It was the company that has the most reviews all the time. So if I was Four Peaks Roofing, I would make it my life's mission to right now get over 490 reviews, because they already did the work to get in the top 3. If they just could make it, and it's easier said than done because that's a lot more reviews, that's hundreds of reviews they're gonna have to get, but I would make that really important, possibly even hire somebody part-time only for doing this until this outcome is achieved. And I already have a video about how to get reviews, so you'll find that and you can see the whole thing here. But just for a quick overview, the number 1 thing I would say is it's a calendar problem. You probably already know how to get reviews, right? Ask your past customers, ask your new customers, do small repair jobs that you normally turn down for the reviews, right? Go back and basically ask your friends and family who arguably know you better than most customers will do, and they can give you a review on your company about you. They don't have to say they use the service. In fact, Google has a place that says no. When it says, do you use the service? You can put no and still put a review. You already know the answers. The reason most people don't have the reviews is because it's not allocated as a priority on their time. So if you make it that no matter what, on Wednesday afternoons, I spend 2 hours to go through and get my company reviews that will permanently help it forever, that's how you will get it done. The 3rd thing I look at is traffic. These guys were not ranking before, like in November, December, but then they started ranking not too long ago, like in 2024, and they've skyrocketed from getting about 20 people per month to now getting about like 152 per month, which is great. They got like, not a 10x, but more than a 5-6x in increase in the number of people that are coming to them. Amazing. That's because they ranked in the top 3 now. They're getting this traffic. The next thing I would look at is how to increase the number of people that are coming here. Sounds basic, but since they already are ranking for these major terms here, like I would say 1, 2, 3, Roofing Companies Phoenix, Roof Repair Phoenix, and Phoenix Roofing Companies, and then 4th, Best Roofing Companies in Phoenix AZ. They're in the top 10 for all of these, position 6, 7, 6, 4. What I would do is make the campaign trades where they try to move from position 6 to 3, 7 to 4, 4 to 1. Sounds again basic, but the reason I'm pointing this out is because a lot of times what happens is when we get on the first page, we go into other keywords, right? It's very common. Oh, okay, we're ranking for these keywords. Let's go for another term, roofing, contractors in Phoenix. That's all great and it sounds very similar, but the way it works in Google is the increase in traffic you get from ranking from position 6 to like position 2 is dramatic. If you have nothing, you have another keyword that's not shown in page 1 and you get from position page 2 to like bottom of page 1, almost no increase, right? Nowadays page 1 is like the bottom of page 2. It's like the new page 2. So instead of focusing on that, what we do is look at the few levers that if we forgot about everything else and we just move these to like position 1, 2, and 3 instead of 6, 7, and 6, 4, it could double to triple the traffic. You'd be surprised how much more traffic people get when they're just a few positions above you because you're already on page 1. That's the single biggest thing I would focus on. Until that, I would not lift a finger on any other effort.
Hi, this is James at Four Peaks Roofing. How can I help you?
Hey, we're located by Chandler. I think we had some rain and stuff that came by, and damaged our roof. Do you guys like check it out and stuff?
Yeah, we can come and check it out. What type of roof do you have? Is it shingles or tiles?
It's tile.
It's tile. Okay. And do you know the age of your roof?
Age, I'm not sure about the age itself.
Okay. And do you know when the roof was serviced last?
No, not exactly. I actually rent here. We are looking to get the the owner actually involved, but basically some stuff came off, I think over the last couple of days. And I was just calling like a local company. I saw you guys show up high, and I was trying to
Yeah.
find out like if there's anything wrong with it. Is it like, how does it work normally? Should I like get their permission first and then set up a time with you, or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you hold on just one moment? I have another call and I'm finishing up on the other line, but hang tight and I'll be right back with you, okay?
Sure. Yeah, I was just I just wanted to be upfront on that. I know, we can't make the final decision on it, but I know that something's going on with it because it's just, like there's making some noises and stuff every time there's some winds come through.
Okay.
Should I how does it work? Is it like you guys look at it and then we'll know, or like we basically make it where I talk to them first and then I call you guys back?
Yeah, let me see. So, yeah, it's probably a good idea to talk with them and then give us a call back.
Okay.
Now, when you say it's a tile roof. It's like hard concrete tiles, right? Not like a shingle roof.
It's not shingles. Yeah, I'm not like
Okay.
that good at it, but it's it looks like it's tile. Yeah. And when I look at it like from the edges, from the obviously from the floor, it does look like hard granite or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure it's not
Yeah,
like leather.
yeah, right. Those are actually concrete tile. That is, it's actually a flat concrete tile roof. And so what happened when it was raining? Because a couple things. Those are super durable tiles, and so typically it's really hard to damage those unless there's like incredible hail or like really big hail. So those things are super durable. It's really hard to damage those. But what happens is when the house is a certain age, like if the house is over 20 years old, basically, there's a paper that's an underlayment. It's underneath the tile. It's this felt paper that is the protection for moisture against rain and all that. So after about 20 years, that starts to fade and starts to crack, and that's when you need to get that changed out. So if there was leaking after a rainstorm, that might be the issue. But if there's some other sort of like noises that you said are being made, I'm not sure what that might.
Okay, so it actually has to leak, right?
Yeah. Did you have any leaks at all?
No.
No leaks. Okay. So the issue is that you're just hearing some noises. Is that kind of it?
Yeah, it's like I thought because every time there's wind, it just like crackles and stuff.
I don't, because those tiles are so heavy that you'd need like a hurricane force to blow those tiles around, you know. So
I got it.
I don't think it would be the tiles. It might be, you know, maybe for some reason one of the vents got loose, or maybe, you know, is it one of the screens possibly on the window? Or?
Yeah, I think yeah, let me look into it a little bit more then in that case. And then if anything, if we
Yeah,
do see that, like, no, it's definitely something going on with the roof, then we're going to first contact them, and then I'll contact you guys.
yeah, we're 4 Peaks. You can give us a call back. And, you know, one of the things you might want to ask the homeowner is, what is the age of the roof? And
Okay.
if it's over 20 years old, then it could be something to do with kind of the underlayment underneath there. But I don't think that it would be making any noises. That was the thing, you know? So, yeah, check into a little bit more about the age of the roof, and then feel free to give me a call back if you'd like, okay?
Sounds good. Okay. Thank you.
All right,
Oh,
thanks for calling.
bye.
Take care.
You too. All right, so last thing we wanted to check is how they answer their phones, how courteous they sound, and they actually passed that with flying colors. This guy answered the phone, I think on the second or third ring. That was really great. A lot of roofers have a lot of trouble answering their phones. So that was that. And then after that, he quickly got into some questions and to qualify, if I'm like a really valid customer. And he did that very, very, it didn't really sound like he's being like abrupt or anything. It was very smooth and just sounded very friendly. And then even when he pretty much found out that I'm an idiot and guys talking about a crackling of a roof or whatever with the wind, he still gave his knowledge and lent his expertise to try to help me out and pointed me to the right direction, and was truthful that this kind of roof is very hard to damage compared to like a shingle roof and stuff like that. So overall, on that front, they get flying stars.